Hi, I'm Joni Patry, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, today I want to talk about the sign Cancer and how you're going to be affected in the year of 2021. So, looking at this, always remember I am speaking about the sidereal Vedic zodiac. I am not talking about Western tropical astrology. You will have it incorrect. So, if you don't know your Vedic ascendant or your Vedic moon sign, go to my website to the free chart calculator and put it in. Remember, the ascendant's based on your time of birth, so you have to have your time of birth. Now, if you have Cancer ascendant or Cancer moon, this is going to be a year of relationships. Oh my goodness, this is it. Jupiter and Saturn are finally coming together in a place of manifestation for you in your 7th house of relationships. So if you're looking to get into a relationship, this is the year it's going to happen. Okay, if it hasn't already, the end of 2020. And even so, you still throughout this year, on and off, there are other opportunities, such as around the time of September through November, Jupiter, Saturn will be reunited in your house of relationships. So this is all good. And if you are in a relationship and you're not married, this may be the year that you finally take that plunge. Or if you are married, it means your spouse is going to do very well and your union, your relationship will get stronger. But this can mean opportunities for your partner. So that's a good thing. Now, another thing is, by the time that we come to February 22nd through April 15th, April 13th, around that time, Mars and Rahu are going to come together, which is going to be some major changes in the world. But let's talk about how this is going to affect you personally, because that means that the Mars Rahu are in your 11th house. Now, the 11th house is the house of great gains, of friends, connections. You could meet some major powerful connections that can help you. But some of your friendships that may be on thin ice, they may dissolve and go away. There's just something about friends, and there could be a little bit of jealousy. So if some of your friends that you wonder whether or not they're really your friends, something's going to change with that, because probably you're right. Because Mars Rahu is intense energy. Now, if you have an older sibling, this could have its effects on your elder sibling. This can mean a problem for them. They could have some major problems in their life, or maybe you might have some arguments or blow-ups. That's between February 22nd and April 13th. Another thing that there can be some great gains and financial gains from your work. Major big stuff from the work you do, that maybe a big project blows up and you have major financial gains, because the 11th house being the second house from the 10th means the money you make from your career. This is powerful. Now, around the time that May and June, it's going to be where Jupiter will shift into Aquarius. Well, no, actually it's going to shift into Aquarius April 5th, but around that May through July, Jupiter's going to be stationed, which makes Jupiter all powerful. And it's going to be in your 8th house, which is another house of money through other people. And it can mean your husband's career is going to blow up, and in a good way. And he makes a lot of money. That's going to be very reassuring for you, very comforting. Jupiter in the 8th house can deal with a lot of psychological healing and work. And this isn't always a bad thing. It's like something, you may even get deeply involved in metaphysical sciences and study, even astrology, that type of thing may come alive. Your intuition will really come alive while Jupiter is in Aquarius, which which it will back out of Aquarius, as I said before, for about 3 months, September through November. But otherwise, Jupiter is going to bring wealth through others, and it's going to make you deepen in your metaphysical, spiritual studies and learn more about yourself. This is probably why the 8th house can deal a lot with astrology. Yes. So wrapping it up, this Jupiter and Saturn, first in your 7th, brings relationships, but be careful of your friends. And this also means that Ketu is in your 5th house throughout this year. The 5th house is children. So if you have children, please recognize they need your attention during this year. It can't just be about relationships and you. Give your time to your children. And it may be a year that maybe if you have children, you'll find that they disconnect. Maybe they're leaving home. Maybe there's something where you feel disconnected from them and they need your attention. And if you are wanting children, it may be a difficult year to conceive with Ketu in the 5th house. Not that it will prevent it, but there is something that makes it where this is a more difficult year than others. Probably because you're so much busier with everything else going on in your life, especially with work and people and your deep psychological studies. So with that, I'd like to close. If you would like more information on me, you would like to sign up for my free newsletter, get my predictions delivered to your email address, go to my website, which is galacticcenter.org, and don't forget to look at my spiritual jewelry line where you can get a mala to do your prayer work with. As well as don't forget to check out my university. If you want to learn Vedic astrology and take this to the next level, check out my university, which is University of Vedic Astrology.com. Thank you.